On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Second and 1.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And trouble trying the middle here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll drop to throw. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Cade York on now for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. This is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hot 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
What do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Back to 50. Back to 50.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their
offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to... The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right
Wait, again? Oh, wow. I thought you got it again.
But they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Let me see if this works
They need
now.
to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left.
Oh, yeah. That's 5.
Here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about
This whole time.
it away.
Not know how to fix my audio during game.
And just totally deploy
That's
their
crazy.
offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Fumble.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think
Cam Hayward.
out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
Can y'all hear me, bro?
Let's just say
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now?
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that shit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
What?
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What?
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, no, you got to get that pick, bro.
Incomplete.
shot.
He has under 100 yards right now.
And that's another play that's
And I'm not even blitzing the whole game, dog. That's the crazy part.
Continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on
Like I barely blitzed the entire game.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a
I
hot tub.
barely
He's been under
blitzed.
duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Just Myles Garrett, just get in there, bro.
Incomplete as well.
See, I'm playing straight zone.
Times in this game, offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. As he throws, and this
He has no time, so I'm up 28.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like...
offsides?
And it does feel like there's a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around. And
yeah, he threw that? Greg Newsome, 5 picks. X Factor game. Should be X Factor right now.
For a touchback.
I've been in the zone all game. Barely been in man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next
Want to hear that? How we've been
It's
spamming.
now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Oh, that's 6? Oh, that's 6. That's 6. 6 picks for Greg Newsome.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, because I think
Get off me.
the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
95 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give running right is Chubb.
Get off me.
Pushes him over. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good job. Good block.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more.
Good block.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, You're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Oh, X is wide
Decide
open.
to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one
I'm
team
dumb
is
stuff.
certainly
Not
following
even
through
looking
well
at it.
tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey,
They run it again with Chubb.
come on.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to
I mean, you still don't know that I'm about to continue to run the football.
I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop and have to get the football back.
Keep going.
8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Come on, buddy. Get off. Go, 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 go. Come on. I just need the touchdown ASAP. Come on. Come on. I know you got. Oh, man. I want to. Oh, my gosh.
They can't score.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
A second touchdown.
They'll give it to Chubb.
Dang it. Well,
They're going to stop him behind the line.
GG.
This was a really nice display.
Nice bounce back game.
Complimentary football.
I see Donovan Mitchell in the stands right there. He was in that sideline for a second. Shout out, man. Thank you, thank you, Donovan Mitchell, for pulling up. Thank you for pulling up to the game. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment. Yeah, man, help me, bro. Help me get to 300 subs. I need 13 more. Share this video, like this video, share my channel. Subscribe if you haven't done it. Help me get the 10 likes on this video. Check out YSV and Cirque's music. Awesome. The link is in the description below. Donate to the GoFundMe if you can. The link is in the description also below. Follow all my social media pages as well. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Make sure y'all subscribe, bro.